Hey guys, I am at the moment doing a permaculture walkabout at the legend Illyrian permaculture guru in his garden, and I've got it to myself now. We've just done a walkabout where he's taken a whole bunch of people through and he's shown them what he's been doing. They've gone to another place. I'm here alone in this garden and I'm showing you. And beautiful Ami, her name's Amy, but I call her Ami because she's so exotic and it suits her more. She's going to walk with me through her space, and then later I'm going to post up the video and you're going to be able to meet Illyrian and listen to him talking and explaining stuff on the proper video. But here's Ami.
Hello! Are we live?
We live. Who do we have? Hi babe! Hi Shirley.
This is such a cool program.
Okay, so what we're going to do is, I just wanted to just tell you quickly before she starts talking, I'm going to show you stuff, is this place 10 years ago was like a parking lot.
It was a parking lot. It was basically what you see there, the rubble, the face brick. It was just face brick everywhere with a few pot plants.
Okay, now I'm just going to just show you from the bottom what is here now.
This canopy's really taken shape over the last year. It's a full-on canopy. I mean, it's just, you can see, because this tree and this tree is just coming together. So eventually I think all the figs and everything will come over like this and we could just walk through in shade, which is kind of the ideal. So I can, should I explain starting with the chickens?
Yeah, I've taken another video of the chickens to show you longer, but she's just going to show you how cool these chickens are for now. Look how healthy they look.
They've basically got their own little channels, and what we do is we kind of manage them. They kind of till the soil for us, and we manage them by deciding, say that night where they've tilled this side, we can just close it up on this side, they go into their house, and then we can put them on the other side. And so that's what the idea is that you kind of make them work for you, plus you get eggs.
Chickens must work for you. Okay, just remember, look how healthy they look. Look at that big fat one.
This is the cockerel.
It's so cool because I showed you in the other video, he's made channels all over the place. All them, him,
We
dug
them. So where I'm standing right now is a flow pipe about of this size, about that plastic perforated flow pipe. I'm not sure if you kind of covered this, but the logic would be that you'd usually in a permaculture garden dig a swale, which is kind of like a ditch on contour, and the flow pipe basically gets the water to perforate into the soil, but it still means you can have a pathway, which is obviously in a small space, in a small urban space, is a necessity. If you've got a garden, a big garden, you can maybe get a bit more creative, but this worked for us. Otherwise we'd be walking in a ditch right now. You know?
This is another urban garden, guys. This is not on a farm. This is a house in a normal garden.
Yes, this is what anyone can do it technically. Any regular South African with a small space can do this. So.
Who do we have? Hi Chantal! Hello Angelique! Oh shame!
Oh, it's Chantal!
Okay, so now the pipes are underneath the ground and then there's wood chips on top.
Yes.
Okay, we're walking. Check out this place.
This is mainly just a little cove. It's more ornamental. It's not really functional, but when they go to sleep in there and they usually come in here to lay their eggs, and then we come and harvest, and we do have one. But we need to get a few more of these boxes in place.
This is where they lay their eggs. Check it out.
You see?
Oh, that's so cool. I'm making that.
Have you seen also what's really awesome, right? Is this tree we're trying to, we got really inspired by these Indian bridge makers, right? That basically prune, they basically create live architecture. So they use they use the tree, the living matter, to create their bridges. So this is kind of like pruned to become a wall, if that makes any sense.
Oh my gosh, I didn't notice that.
Have you noticed that? Look, so for now this is here, right? Obviously, like the chicken wire, we need it, otherwise the chickens would come out. But the logic would be that when it got like a little one coming out, we'd cut that back. We'd try and keep up a wall shape. So eventually that root, you can see it's going all the way down there. Eventually you'll have a whole wall. That would be the logic.
They're making a wall out of a tree. Did you get that? That's quite amazing. Angelique, did you get that? Jeffrey? Hi Jeffrey. Okay, let's go.
Alright, and so the perforated pipe is the main kind of story here, because it's the reason we don't have to do so much watering, and it's the reason that we don't have huge water bills, because it's all linked up to our rainwater harvesting systems on the top of our roof. So that's kind of an important element if that wasn't catched yet. And then
so they catch the water. For those of you who've just joined, I'm posting up the big video later where you can see it meets Illyrian. This is beautiful Ami, it's their garden. And we've got the garden to ourselves now, and I'm showing it to you. They catch the water from the road and from their rainwater tanks, and they feed it through this whole garden under the ground. Yeah, that's what she was explaining earlier.
The roofs, as well as the main kind of, whenever it rains, we catch all the water off the roofs, we channel it into our tanks, which then goes through, or we get it from the road, which goes into the flow pipe. And the logic for this little guy
They've got a bath in the middle of the garden. Just let her explain, please, how awesome this is.
We've bathed in this actually like a lot. Like, I didn't think it would become so useful. But after, okay, we're in a we're in a very windy little city, so we can only usually use it after 5 or 6 when it dies down. And the hot water is channeled through a hose pipe. We've basically got a fat load of black PVC piping, and through heat transfer, because we've put that in a big compost heap, through heat transfer, the water from the mains at this point is going to end up eventually being off the rainwater, you know, that would be ideal.
Yeah.
But mains at this point runs through the pipe. By the time it's out the other end, it's like you can't put your hand underneath it. It's really hot. So depending on different times of day, we have to do it every, I think, 8 weeks, we have to change it. So
Okay.
that's the main.
So
that's the main idea.
basically, this is where Ami has her bath outside. How cool. Hey, lads. And then they're building a dam over there that they've dug. And Ruan, you helped dig it, didn't you? Hey?
Is Ruan there? Yeah, Ruan helped
know if
dig
he's
it. Ruan helped dig it, and Samuel, but yeah, Ruan was a big part of it.
Can you hear us with the wind, guys? Hope it's not too windy. I'm going to take you in. They haven't finished building this dam yet, but the water that they're channeling from the road and from all of the rain tanks goes into this dam. It's a drought now, so there's nothing in here and it's not finished. Hey,
It's not finished at all. We're still going to ferro cement the edges, and then eventually, when the system's a little bit more established, we'd like ducks, because that would be ideal. I know, that would be so cool. And this is basically where, you know, this would be a good thing to show them. Okay, we speak about flow pipe or perforated PVC pipe, but the best way to actually understand what it is to see it. This is bidum. All of the PVC pipe is covered in bidum for its protection. But this is PVC pipe. If you can get a good look, you see it's hard, but it's also it comes in massive, like, big rounds, and we've run it like all the way through the garden, which just helps put the water into the soil, but it kind of wicks it in. It doesn't come in. It kind of basically just lets it seep for longer. Because instead of like drying up quickly because there's no pipe, you've got a longer amount of time to get it into the soil. And that's that's all around the garden. Runs like whee, like all the way.
Hey, Mandy. Okay, so for those of you who just arrived, I'm at Illyrian and Ami's place. We've just done a permaculture walkabout. They're the guys who started the permaculture group in Port Elizabeth and have been dying to come and visit their garden for ages. We've just done the walkabout. I've got the garden to myself with Ami. The others have gone to look at another place. The video with Illyrian is going to come up later. But for now, we're doing a live feed with Ami. She's showing us stuff.
So yeah, again, the flow pipe runs here. We made, this is going to be a small little pond. And we have a few of them all over because we want to try and promote more sort of little, what do you call them, like little ecosystems with frogs and whatnot. So as you go, you get like just that little bit more seeping in. And you can see these guys love it here. They've just started growing all on their own. There's some tomatoes here. We are having a little bit of problems with the soil.
This is coming from, he showed me earlier, he just made a little sort of capture place in the road where he gets all the runoff from the road, and thousands of liters of water literally come through here into this garden. Look at this beautiful spot here. Look at all the stuff growing. It looks like chaos, but there is so much food in this space. You guys don't understand.
Okay.
Mint, pumpkin, lavender.
And this is one is, there's mainly mint and the blackjacks all over. But we've also, this is actually, where is it? This is the shoo.
Oh, you've got
This
the
is the
shushu.
shushu. Okay, it's getting a bit
Susu.
confusing.
Susu.
The susu.
Remember Susu from Trevor's garden?
There you go. And it works like a charm if you don't mind it climbing over literally everything. So
I don't mind that.
Yeah, it takes over a bit, but it's great for climbers. And then yeah, we've basically just been putting hostile hedging out the back, and this is a bit more desolate. We don't come into this zone as it's not as accessible as the other zones up front.
Those are all windbreakers that they've put up there. There's wild olive, and it really works. Hey, it blocks the wind out like you won't believe. The wind's not really blowing here, but if we were standing outside, it would be blowing a lot.
Like mental, yeah.
And this is only 4 or 5 years old. These trees.
Yeah, a majority of them. Obviously the massive fig that we were under now, that's been there 12 years. But a majority of the exterior trees, like 5, some are 5, and then look, these avo trees are just amazing. What we do is we have like this lucky packet idea where we've finished an avo and we just take the avo pip and we just chuck it into the garden and see where it lands. And for whatever reason, these 2 have come up, and for a long time they were just stagnating. And when talking about sort of windbreak, natural windbreak, when this it's a wild olive. It's also a wild olive, yeah. When it got a bit bigger and bushier, these guys just started like climbing. Only in the last year, so I think windbreak is a big thing for this area. Yeah.
Okay, we're going to shut down soon, guys. I just wanted to give you a little taste of the space that we're in, and I'm going to post up a video, and you're going to be able to hear Lurian talking. And now you're lucky because you got Ami. You got both. You got a piece of Ami and a piece of Illyrian.
This is the banana circles here.
Oh, and they've got so many banana circles.
We've got 3 banana circles, yes. But the logic with that would be any grey water, and I mean, to define grey water, that's just anything that comes out of your bath, anything that comes out of your sink, anything that comes out of your kitchen sink, anything that comes out of your washing machine, has obviously, it usually goes into the mains, into their gutters, and we're just recycling that. So what we've done is we've got in touch with a really great guy, and he's been helping us with soaps that break down, so that you don't have those really like salt-based soaps.
Because you can't just use the normal stuff you buy from the shop and set it into your garden. It's toxic.
You could maybe get away with it for a little while, and then you're going to notice the results.
Everything's going to die.
Everything's going to start dying, and you're going to basically turn your soil into like salt. So this is the product of one of our systems, and we've had amazing bananas. Like I've showed you, I don't know if you follow Try Ecosystems, I post up stuff there, and we've had these massive bunches of bananas, if we can get them before the birds do.
Okay.
But yeah. So
Shirley, what are you saying? Oh, tired garden beds would allow more variety.
Tires.
Some people say that stuff grown in tires and the stuff that comes out of the tires is actually not so good. I saw somebody's potatoes they were growing compared to out of the tires, and the stuff that was growing in the tires didn't flourish as well. I think it's the petroleum leaching out, maybe.
Maybe it's that we found the same kind of results. We're also sort of flirting with this idea of a wicking bed, which is, you may have seen it at the front, it's basically the same with the pipe. You lay pipe in the bottom of it, it's going to be about that deep, and it basically, you turn your tap on once, like every 2 weeks basically, and then it just floods the thing. And when it say it's raining a lot, it also has a backflow.
Okay.
So basically it's like minimum input kind of scenarios where you don't have a veggie garden, so you can move one in. That would be the notion of a wicking bed, you know.
Guys, these 2, and Mommy, you saw Mommy, I filmed Mommy, she's going to be on later. The ideas that they have, the stuff that they come up with, the innovative ideas, the inspiring, they are so awesome. The video is going to come up, you're going to see more. Hi Taste, how are you? My mom and I are both watching. Is it Chantal? Hi Chantal, how's it? And okay, cool. Awesome. But we've got to go now because it's going to cost me a fortune on my mobile data.
Oh yeah.
But I'm going to post the video up soon. Thanks, Ami.
Thank you.
You got a taste of the space, guys. It's so inspiring. Here's to the organic revolution.
Yes.
Pow.
Pow.